Awesome. All right. So Katie, Ashley, y'all are on the speaker in here. Joining us today, of course, we got Mario, we got Hannah, we got Wayne. Special guest, Hong. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for eating our sandwiches. Appreciate it. Also joining the initial class here of Dancer Captains that are going to watch this video later on, Chance, who's currently on a show, and Lily, who is doing some stuff as well. But first off, I just want to say to everyone here and remotely, thank you for all the work that you put in over the last year. It's quite evident. It's quite evident, and Ryan acknowledges this, and Jeff acknowledges this, who are our primary social sales people. One of the greatest growths that we had was our dancer team over the last year, with people adding, and we still have a ways to go, but the personnel and people that are there have definitely been on the uptick, and that is in no small part to all of you, which is why I'm very happy and easy and confident to say that this is going to be a great class to start something that's been in the aether for a while now, and we're going to try to solidify it here today, and that is the role of the dancer captain. So let me just go and pop up a deck here so we can all see this together. Awesome. Let's see. What do you see? Ooh, wrong side. Let me go and switch this up so y'all can see the proper side of this. All right, there we go. Excellent. So today we're going to go through a very short little breakdown of all the things. We're going to make this recording as though the official documentation that y'all are seeing it. We understand the expectations, things that you should expect of me. We'll open it up to some Q&A. Shouldn't take us more than 25 minutes here, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page and open it up for some brainstorming here. But the dancer captain role, that is a title that everyone here is going to have the chance to assume on shows coming down here with Rock the House. What is it? What's the purpose? What are our responsibilities, and how can we make it rock? That's what we're going to cover here today. So if you have any questions, you want to stop it through, hand raise is helpful. Katie and Ashley, I can see as well. So feel free to do as you need to. Love the thumbs up. Thank you, Ashley. Love to be heard. All right, so dancer captain, what does it mean? So the role of dancer captain is not like it is now your job title. It's a responsibility on the show. So what that means is one person that is on the show is the leader of the dancer crew, the party motivator crew. They're the primary contact for the dancing team for that night's show. What that might mean is, like, you know, if the dancer has to go to the bathroom, we're going to ask them to go through the dancer captain. One of the main important parts that we're going to hit to in a second is it's going to free up our MC's ability to navigate all the different people that they have to talk to. It has become quite clear to me, over having been a mitzvah MC and a large corporate event MC, like when you have to tend to a venue planner and a party planner and then the guests of honor, it really does kind of take on a lot of the weight. So being a dancer captain, part of that responsibility is being able to know where the team is. One event trainer, so that might mean that you're going to be helping out with training on some stuff. So this might be choreo. I know that we've had, I think everyone was here on our last dancer jam when we did all the choreo there. Yeah, we did. That's awesome. I'm expecting that person to take that on, you know, learn it, refresh it, come into the event, just like we said in orientation before. We don't just go to our events, we go prepared. And this is going to be someone who's going to have that accountability for preparation, the dancer captain going into that show. So I would expect them to practice and then also on event, refresh it. Let's be honest, when we're on a dance floor and we're doing the dance and we've got people in the front, you know, you have lines, right? You have lines of people in the front are more adept and can teach it. I expect that person to be at the front of the line, helping call, guys, let's go, getting ready to do that choreo and prepping it ahead of time. Also new hires. The onboarding flow for any employee is that they do an orientation. They go with me. I do Mitzvah 101. I know everyone here has been through that except for maybe Mario. I don't know if you got to see the Mitzvah 101 program. Yeah, but you've been here forever. So yeah, but basically it's a little like step-by-step video package to show people what a mitzvah is, as opposed to just like stepping in and be like, oh, here we go. Like it's something, yeah. As opposed to that, like kind of grounding it and like telling them, you know, like what does it mean to talk to somebody who isn't all those things? That's what it is. But what I want to do is make sure that if I'm sending a new hire on a show, that I can say, hey, guess what? Ashley is our dancer captain. When you see her, go and say hi to her. She's going to help you lead through the nuances of the events. So having someone to kind of take that on. And then also this means that you are an exemplary representative of Rock the House, both in shows and out of shows. That you are the person that's like, I know what it means. I got rock shirt. I know when to change. I am going to represent us both internally and externally on events. Is this all fair? Thumbs up. Yeah. Excellent. So that's what it means conceptually. But let's go ahead and talk about the purpose. I kind of mentioned this before a little bit because it's all inexorably tied with everything. But have a person with a dancing background or a mindset of a party motivator, they're leading those who are dancing. MCs are not necessarily dancers. Let's be honest, right? MCs are good at hyping. They're good at doing all the things. But when we bring on new people, I want to be able to say that we have dancer captains on the show that know how to dance. They have the expertise, they have the training, or they have so many reps in Rock the House that they know what they're doing and they know how to party motivate. Not every dancer captain is going to be the same. Some people are going to have years of dancing choreo experience. Some people just know how to get people hyped and know how to get people's hands in the air. But I need to, okay, Mario, all right, okay. But I need to know that I have someone there that can say there is that person that's going to do that. As I mentioned before, alleviate responsibilities of the MC. The dancer captain position as well, one of the most important things, it's to reward, promote, and identify leadership amongst different positions in Rock the House. Some people can go from party motivator to DJ to an MC. I know even Hannah is exploring that space. And I know Ashley and Katie, you had a good time at the zoo as well. But it is also for us to have a place to say, hey, there's something to work towards. That it's not just a dollar amount. Yes, of course, we can all get paid a little bit more and we can all work towards that pay. But also these responsibilities should create a sense of intrinsic motivation. And finally, the most important thing is to improve our dance parties. We'll talk more about exceeding expectations on that and both baseline responsibilities and things that I would love to see as leaders, all of you here and remotely, things you can do to continue to help grow everything. So let's get to the nitty gritty, the responsibilities of the dancer captain. So this means from kind of almost top to bottom, like some of the most important things, leading warm-ups for every dancer show. Every show that has a dancer captain, I expect that person to come in with an idea of what are we going to do to warm them up. If that means get us a Zumba situation, awesome. If that means, I'm going to have to reconnect here. Give me a second here. Uh-oh, the Wi-Fi is doing silly things. Stand by, friends. You can catch it because I'm gonna keep chugging in between. Go. I'm connecting via Apple TV, so give me 1 second, friends. Here we go. Play this. Let's get back to it. Screen. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Stretch. Awesome. Okay, back to it. Thank you for that little delay there. So leading warm-ups to every person, whether it is a Zumba kind of thing, maybe you get into a dancer circle, do that. Choreo is a great use warm-up. Maybe it is actual physical stretches. Each person is going to run a little bit differently. If you need a little advice on that, please let me do. It does require that sense of leadership though, right? Like once the meeting is done for the midst of warm-up, saying, all right, y'all, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, get changed quickly. Let's get on the dance floor, right? But I need that person and the dancer captain responsibility that we warm up every single show. You know what's really sweet about warming up every single show? When the clients see us taking it seriously, that helps our bottom line with handshakes at the end of the night. Oh yeah, handshake. Oh, whoa, what's this? Mr. Benjamin Franklin, that's crazy. What a weird talk. It does, when we treat this professionally and we show it to our clients, we do it. So I need someone to lead that and help us elevate what we see as dancers. Learning, teaching, refreshing choreography. We kind of went over that already. We want to make sure that you get the basis, that you know what choreo looks like, and we can lead it, okay? During events. So when we're on an event, this means calling for follow me's, choreo when needed. So you'll get the sense, right? You kind of know the pulse of it when we're in open dance floor, right? We're not always doing those things. We shouldn't always be doing like the follow me's or the choreographies or what have you, right? We need to let the party live and we need to let the party exist. But having someone that can call it and go over to say a smooth tack, Sean, right? Sean's there. He's like, Sean, can you please let Brandon know that it's time for us? We would love to do this, right? And you can dance around. You're dancing around. You reach it. Everyone, we're gonna do this. Right? Oh, we're gonna do this. We're touching base, like next song. I need someone that can take that leadership on the floor, communicate to all the party motivators, and do that. Quite frankly, another thing too, that is important, I didn't really kind of mention this before, a lot of dancer shows are now being booked with 6 dancers. We are, our mitzvahs right now, we're not taking small ones. You'll see in a second some of the logistics about this and it coming to be, but very soon you will never see a 4-person mitzvah again. It just does, we can't support the bottom line of the cost effectiveness of it. So very soon, every mitzvah will just have 4, some even more like 6, especially when they have larger production things. It's something that the salespeople will be like, hey, you know what? You're booking an LED wall, you're booking sparkular, you've got all these things. We're going to bolster the team and send out 6 party motivators to make sure the event rocks. So what this means is I need someone on that floor because the MC can't run to all 5 other people and say, we're about to do this and this. It needs to be somebody on the heat of the floor. Be accountable for where the dancers are. I mentioned that before. Of course, if somebody needs to go to the bathroom, get them back, but I don't want people to be lost in there. I do believe that dancers are much better and party motivators at being accountable for that as opposed to an MC who always has to be there. If someone's taking a break, absolutely. 5-10 minutes is a little bit long for a bathroom break, right? Go there, get back, go. Sometimes emergencies do happen. You need to kind of like temper that. And if something happened with somebody, totally understand. But having someone that's accountable for that is important. Wayne.
Quick question. So one of the last ones I did, there was like an issue of like not babysitting, but just like kids running off. And,
yes.
Like, them looking to some of the dancers to like corral them in.
Yeah.
Like, is that kind of like under our purview? I mean, we did it.
Sure. Girls, did you hear the question from Wayne? Was it kind of quiet? I'll repeat it then. No worries. So Wayne was asking the question of when we have kids that kind of act up and maybe they're being a little bit crazy and people are looking to us for the responsibility of it, what is the accountability in that space? The answer for that is we're not enforcers, but we are in the element of keeping track of the kids. So as a dancer captain, if you see those shenanigans happening, you're well within your rights to send someone outside of wherever the dance space is and say, hey, can you keep an eye on this situation developing here? You should never have to get in the middle of a fight though. If there's a fight breaking out, that is not our responsibility. And no one here should be like, I don't want anyone to be put into a liable position. You should not and will never, ever be accounted to do that. If that happens, you call the cops, someone else calls the cops, report it to a venue manager, whatever. But we do not get in the middle of fights. That is not our responsibility. It is our responsibility to be accountable for the kids and where they're at. That's what we do on the floor, ushering them back, maybe saying, hey, we're going to do this next, what have you, redirecting their attention, but not getting in the middle of the fight. If someone's fighting, you like step away from that. That's not our responsibility. Now you might see someone like a Smootak who's been around for years. He knows the kids in Solon, the parents know him. It's a trickier situation because they're looking at it for that accountability. But right now, I will say, do not get in the middle of fights. Reporting is fine. Trying to redirect energy when like maybe kids are running out. Hey, we'll get back on the dance floor. We're about to do a limbo or something, but no one is accountable for that. Does that make sense? Everyone thumbs up. Any other questions in regards to that? That's important. Thank you for asking that, because if we are that dancer captain position.
Like, I figured it defaulted to us, but like they never really expressly said we're responsible.
And I brought that up to our VPs of the company, like specifically that one due to an event that Katie and Ashley were on recently, where that situation happened. We are not liable for all of that. Redirecting energy, yes. Trying to get people from out there. Maybe if they're out, then there's maybe some shenanigans going like, hey guys, come on, let's get back to the dance floor. That's fine. But if physical altercations are happening, no, we're not part of that. You're welcome to contact a venue manager, security that's there, or even if it goes as far, calling 911, it's a thing. Yeah, but that is not what we're there for. Okay. Being the MC's main support for games, horror, etc. One of the main reasons why I'm recording this, going back to our deck here, is that I'm going to send this out to our MC crew for mitzvahs and other people that typically engage with dancers or party motivators. That when they see a dancer captain, that I would say, hey, that's the first person that I would look to for the horror chair. That's the person that if we're calling for the horror or grand entrance, maybe they're helping disseminate the information. So an MC doesn't have to run around and try to touch everybody. That's our responsibility as dancer captain. Last, and also I'm ending on a really important one here too. Get photos and videos for social media. So top and bottom, I want those to make sure that we're staying and holding ourselves accountable. That's how we're going to keep this job and the rights for it, that we're leading warm-ups and that we're getting content for shows. That is the baseline of why this job got the green light from the VPs of the company. So if we can stick true to us making sure we've got a solid warm-up routine, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to write it so everyone does the same thing. You do you, and that we're getting those videos and photos for social media, we're going to be able to keep this going, and it's going to improve everything from both the back end and the front end. Thumbs up. Any questions about the responsibilities here? Look, this isn't that much. It's not that much on here, right? But it just, I need someone on those shows to be like, hey, this is you on the shows accountable. But what's that mean in a logistical sense? It's important for us to note this. I think I kind of touched everybody about this. But first off, there is one dancer captain per show. The show must have 4+ dancers on it, and the dancer captain will be indicated by a title on our TH Live. There is a possibility that any number of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us there could be 2 people on that show. I will try to rotate it so it's fair, so everyone has the opportunity to do it. But if there's 2 of you on the same one, then I'm going to probably choose one person, and then we'll make sure that everyone gets one along the way. But only one person gets that role, and that person's driving that accountability for that show. Every show you complete as a dancer captain earns an extra $40 on your subsequent paycheck. And confirmation for these events must happen 2 weeks prior to the show dates. Does all of this make sense, everybody? Fair, thumbs up, yes? Excellent. Last thing, and we always talk about these expectations, etc. And I'll swing it over to everyone here in the room to open up for what you would expect out of me, or maybe what are some other things we can do for the role. But I also think it's really important for us to recognize, how can we exceed expectations with this role? What are the extra things that we can do to go the extra mile and help us make sure that we make this a perpetual thing that can improve our products with dancers on it? So first off, suggest and send along any dances to learn and teach. I'm active on TikTok, but I know that there's other people too that are out there. Like being ahead of things like the Wednesday dance before it pops off. Be keeping an eye out on what are some trends. Maybe there's a dance with a certain song that we're not taking advantage of. Having the pulse on that, awesome. Attend all and as many trainings as possible. This isn't just for dancing stuff. It can be for other stuff too. There's a number of us here in this room that are both photo hosts, that have done DJ shows, that do other extra entertainment stuff. And even some people that are not here right now have had MC credits to them. The team here, stay hungry for learning. Don't just stop with what you're doing, stay hungry, be a part of it. If you're not scheduled on a training that I have scheduled on the newsletter when it gets sent out, and you're like, hey, I got the time, you're gonna exceed my expectations by staying hungry, learning, and doing it. And as always, you get paid for your time, always. I hope everyone's clocked in here today for this as well. Even you girls remotely. Recruit other friends to party with us. Hannah was a great example of this recently. She invited one of her friends, Brooke, who is now part of the team. That was amazing. And I always do my best to try to schedule friends together. Friends together, of course, work well together, as long as we're not, in the corner talking or what have you. But everyone here is responsible. I trust people here on the efforts. Yeah, you're Mario and Wayne. You guys are crazy. I trust everyone here on the team. If there's someone you think is going to be great here, just say, hey, Corey, I got someone. They want to come join the show. Yeah, have them join us an audition space. Let them jump in. Let's continue to grow the team. I find it better for us to be recruiting from internally to externally, as opposed to finding people that are completely cold. Because you can speak to nuances, right? I can speak to nuances to a new hire, but y'all have the visceral experience. Learn the team and build relationships with the other dancers. I think it is well within your rights. When it comes to the 72 hours before the show, you see who's on that show and you reach out to them and say, oh my gosh, Erica, we're dancing. So excited. Let's go. Whatever it is that you do, reach out to them and be like, yo, excited. I'm going to be dancing captain. Y'all get ready. We're going to sweat today, right? All that is within your rights. Like, please, form a sense of team. Just like we have dancing companies. That's how we need to do it. Finally, innovate. Bring your ideas to the table. I'm not here saying that I've come up with this job perfectly, and I bet you there's other things that we can do as well. Stay hungry, stay creative, and submit your ideas to make things continue to rock. If that means, in fact, like say, for example, I forget who it was, someone suggested recently a limbo pole, a collapsible limbo pole. I'm looking to buy them and then include them. Yeah, I'm going to buy them and then include them as well in a MC survival kit that I want to send out to each mitzvah show. So don't lose that thought, Hannah. As right now we're going to move to questions and blue skies brainstorming. We're going to take 5 minutes here. Let me stop the share. I'm going to pull up a document here, and I want to answer any questions. I also want to have an opportunity for us to kind of vet some things. So ladies, you're welcome to unmute yourselves if you like. I'm going to open this up here. Let's go and share it as well. Notes, boop, boop. All right, let's move this over here. Huzzah. All right. Dancer, captain, idea. Oh, no, not cast. Come on. Capitan. If y'all want to call yourselves capitans, you're welcome to. All right. All right. So we have 5 minutes. Let's both out some ideas. If we need a little more latitude, we will, but we have the baseline. We know what this role is going to be, what ideas you have, questions you have, accountabilities of me. Let's throw things out there. I'm going to start with you, Hannah. If someone has an idea, put a hand in the air, and I'm going to get to everyone. Hannah. Yep.
This was October. I don't know if this is what the use that you would want it before, but the stairs that we were just using.
Yep.
It was an event. I was with Lisa, and we had those in the space, and she used one to like block space off, and then she used it as a limbo.
Oh, like the Titan tube?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it was like a cool visual for the kids.
Same vein. When I you got that one, Mario? No. I emceed a mitzvah, not that one, different one, where I gave lights on control over to a kid. Right. I took the Astera app and I said, hey, guest of honor, here, flash, make thing go pretty, and they can control the lights in the room. So y'all learning how to do those things and like maybe program it to your phone control or maybe a tablet that we have there. But like control the kids is a good one. All right, what else? Any questions, ideas? Let's bounce off each other. What are some things that people have? Throw things out. Blue skies brainstormings. I don't much mind. Things we could buy. Oh, that all of a sudden everyone's like, ooh, buy.
I'm thinking of like that would dancer bring into the floor tonight or something.
Okay, so maybe something about us being a choke point for song requests.
Yeah, I like that.
That's not a so maybe a QR code for song requests.
No.
I know some of you already experienced my QR quest that I engaged with. There's nothing to say that can't be unsimilar to what we have going on here, right? So, you know, maybe there's a tab, like every rig goes with the tablet. You. What else? What else are people thinking? What can we do to make our product better? I like the idea of song requests going through there, and you can disseminate that through the DJ or MC. I like that a lot. That's great.
I don't know if this is just more stuff.
It's really
So collapsible backgrounds, maybe. I think that's a great blue sky situation, like as a way to set like a particular song, like, hey, Fireball comes on, right? Like I could see like Miami Skate and such, right? I think know that this is the team that if we get new stuff that comes out on events, I would say, hey, I'm sending this out. Look at this 5-minute tutorial online. There's some new stuff. Use it, make it rock. You'd be the choke point for that if we send new like extra entertainment stuff that doesn't need a host or something. So Ryan suggested like a light board that you hold up and like you could like spell out things, right? That'd be something handed out. Another great example that happened recently, the trays. You know, the trays for the novelties. It might be kind of new, but now novelties, ladies, I think, did you have those yet? No.
Not yet, no.
No, not yet.
So now for the novelties, it's almost like concierge service where we're gonna have the trays where you have like the light sticks and you have candies. Now you walk out with them as opposed to just, yeah. So we're gonna send those out with every one. You know, that's where it's like, but right before the dance hits or whenever the MC wants those novelties to go out, you're carrying those. You're the ones accountable for walking that out, right?
Yeah.
So that's great. Let's keep this idea going. We've got this in the video. So we got this list. Let's continue to expand it. Like I said, that's one of the ways that we can continue to exceed expectations. And when we get our next milestone check-ins on an individual basis, we can look back and see, hey, what kind of ideas did we generate? How did we grow this? Right now, like putting y'all on the spot, yeah, it's a little weird to kind of say, what are we gonna do to make things better when we didn't have much, but we already came up with a handful of things here that I think is really legit and rad. So use your expertise, come up with things, and let's continue to grow what this role is about. Wayne? T-shirt gun. Dope.
What? T-shirt gun? Oh, t-shirt gun. That'd be cool.
I think that's something Ryan would think is really sexy and would love to use it. Like for real. Maybe not so much a t-shirt. I mean, certainly we got the cryo guns and such. Realize we only have we got that one shirt, we give out two. You know, making sure we give out the extra shirt though. That's something that I would track. I'd be like, it's very easy for an MC to forget about that extra shirt.
Well, really, the thing I was thinking of is like, you know, these mixed
Yeah.
stores that they have
I don't know
also-
if he's gonna be like, that's not pretty.
Sure. And then shoot those out. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I'll mention it. And honestly, like the idea of a t-shirt gun could lead us to what can we put in the gun? Socks.
And we were even thinking like light up tennis shoes. Like we all have the black shoes and they light up.
Did you not hear us?
Oh my God. I mean, I like the idea of the light up shoes. I'm a little concerned about a large shoe being shot out at like a
Oh no,
smack.
like where like for
Like
us,
dancer captains. For dancer captains.
Oh, okay. A little something to go out with kind of thing.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Idea.
I think that's something that if we make this really work, I could see the powers that be supporting a line expenditure like that. If we can do it right. Oh my gosh, I hate it. What's up, Mario?
Making sure like everyone's shire shit is like
He deleted something.
So,
speak or like
say
I
again?
would say like as far as like making sure the other dancers know like
Accountability for attire.
yeah, possibly.
Sure. Yes, I think that is a fair thing, and that also means we go out as well. All right, I got 5 more minutes, so let's at last ideas. Hannah, I see your.
It's more along the lines of like what Mike was saying, like knowing when to corral the kids and how responsible you are for them. I would say it's always there like the end of the night once a lot of novelty has been handed out. I mean, we can't help that like the kids are gonna come back behind and how the stage is set up. So I was saying it's more amongst us, like now as the kids to help the other dancers, because I notice that every time when this does happen, the kids go back and let's go. Like they've ended up just getting onto the stage and the time they can run they're gonna go behind it and kind of just a lot of season. I'm not even annoyed, but like it's just a lot.
It's a lot to.
It's like, whoa, they need to back up. They don't say that.
Yeah.
But I
So
think they need to be more aware of that.
Sure.
Not have it happen as much.
yeah, I like that. Same thing with novelties. y'all control the flow of novelties. So whenever you have a novelty item that has like 25, 30 of them, set 5 aside back, right? But then you're gonna have that parent that comes by walking with their kid in hands, right? Hey, do you have any more light sticks?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take a look.
It's like, I'm sorry.
So that's right. So now novelty distribution, set 5 aside, keep it off to the side. And then even if you don't use it for that explicit situation, you can still distribute them at the end of the night still in a different way. So I think that's an excellent thing that an MC is not going to do, but we're the ones just set 5 aside of whatever, 2 pairs of glasses, 5 light sticks, 2 of the slap bands that go out. We're probably going to do different novelties too, but I do like that idea. And just saying, you know what, if someone comes by and asks for it, I'm going to have a few set aside. That goes on you. Can we all agree that's something we should do? I think it's a great customer service thing. I'll tell you what, that's what we did at Disney all the time. We have all the tickets, but we'd set aside 25 for the guests that come up and say, hey, we didn't book this in time. You know what? Let me see what I can do. Guess what? Then we're all looking a lot better. And I would even say, like, if it's one of your dancers that you're on there with and they hear that report, have them go and deliver it, right? Let's pass that joy along too. Yeah. Anything else? Wayne.
Can we ever use confetti?
Yes.
Okay. I remember we used to use it a lot more.
We do. We do. It's a very easy way to make venues very angry at us. But if we do want to do it again, guess who we're going to probably say is accountable for bringing a broom on the event? Yeah.
Kidding, I was so sarcastic.
All right. So thanks everyone. I appreciate y'all coming on by. It was quick in and out. Does anyone have any other questions about the accountabilities, about the way this program works? The conversation doesn't end here. You of course can bring things later on, but I want to see if there's any other addresses that we want to address right now.
So that role will be like in weekend.
Correct. Now that I've had this meeting and we all kind of have the expectation, I'm going to probably do it starting for this coming weekend on the 4th. So we'll allocate it and I'll try to get some kind of flow so we make it pretty fair and even for who gets what when. We're definitely have record keeping on our back end so that the $40 is given out appropriately. We've already got that structure in place, so you don't have to worry about that. That should already be there. Is everyone excited for this?
Yeah.
Good. I'm really glad to have this crew doing this. I think y'all are really great. It's going to take a little bit because you are the people that requested it and the people that I think are the right people for the rollout to garner the respect of the other people that are not on those. So gentle leadership, prove yourself in that position. Power is yielded by the proletariat, not by what we say about ourselves. So make sure that we are, sorry, I'm very weird. Yeah. So just make sure that we're instilling trust in the people that are underneath us. And I believe that y'all have the capability to be those leaders on an event and make our events even better. Yes, sir. All right. A little tiara, perhaps. All right. Let's call it an end here. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate your time here. I'm going to send a recap of this video as though it were notes, but let's go and have ourselves some great events here in 2023. And let's rock it, everyone. Yeah.